kids, welcome to our class. Today, we're gonna see a new story. This is the story of Jimmy Jaguar. You can use your pace of word building or animal science. Jimmy Jaguar was just starting to drive. "Look out," he would say, honking his horn. "Jump out of the way! Here comes Jimmy Jaguar in his Jeep!" Soon, everyone in town knew when Jimmy Jaguar was coming. "Beep beep!" would go the horn. People would look at each other and said, "There's Jimmy Jaguar again." One day, Jimmy Jaguar was going down the street in his Jeep. He decided that the car in front of him was going too slow. "Beep beep!" went Jimmy Jaguar's Jeep horn. Suddenly, Jimmy Jaguar noticed a flashing red light behind him. It was the police car! Jimmy Jaguar pulled the Jeep over to the curb. What had he done wrong? His heart was beating fast. Jimmy Jaguar saw that this was the chief of police himself. He must be in big trouble. "Jimmy Jaguar, what are you doing in that Jeep?" asked the chief of police. "Why, I was just driving, sir." "Yes, I know you were driving. What else were you doing?" Jimmy Jaguar swallowed hard. "I was, beeping the horn, sir." "Yes, I know that, Jimmy Jaguar. I guess everybody in town knows that. I have had a lot of complaints about your driving, Jimmy Jaguar." "Really, sir? I thought I was a safe driver." "You are a safe driver, Jimmy Jaguar, but you just make entirely too much noise. Everybody is talking about Jimmy Jaguar's Jeep that goes beep beep. It is just too much. You are disturbing the peace." Jimmy Jaguar felt dejected and sad. He hadn't realized it bothered people when he beeped the horn on his Jeep. "I'm sorry, sir," he said in a very quiet voice. I will stop beeping the horn." "Yes, I think you should, Jimmy Jaguar. The horn is on your Jeep for a purpose. It is not meant to be used all the time. There are times when you really need the horn. If you go around beeping all the time, no one will pay attention when you really need to use the horn." "I will be very careful, sir. I really will," Jimmy Jaguar promised. "I won't beep the Jeep horn unless it is really necessary." "All right, Jimmy Jaguar, I hope you will remember." "I will remember, sir. Really, I will," Jimmy Jaguar promised. He really did. Jimmy Jaguar drove very carefully, and he never beeped the horn again. Oh, he wanted to, all right. He kept hoping there will be a time when he could really have to use the horn and could go beep beep. He had almost forgotten how the horn on his Jeep sounded. Jimmy Jaguar wanted to be a careful driver, and he certainly did not want a traffic ticket. So he did what the chief of police had said. Everyone said, "I wonder what happened to Jimmy Jaguar. You just never hear him beep the horn on the Jeep." "Jimmy Jaguar is a good citizen," someone said. "He does not use his horn unless he really needs it." One day, Jimmy Jaguar was driving home. He could see that the school bus was just a little way behind him. Ahead was one corner, where there were bushes and tall trees. Just at that corner was a sharp turn, and then a dip in the road. You could not see what was ahead here, and you had to drive very carefully. Jimmy Jaguar was watching as he came slowly around the corner. Everything was all right, but then, just as he got to the dip in the road, he saw that a big tree was down. It was so tall, it went right across the road. No one could get by. He stopped quickly with the front of the Jeep just touching the big tree. What a good thing it was that he had been going slowly. Then Jimmy Jaguar thought of something scary. The school bus was coming. It was just behind him. The driver will not know that the tree was down and the road was blocked. Could the driver stop the big bus quickly? He thought he could hear the big engine of the bus now. He must warn the bus driver. How could he do it? Perhaps the horn on the jeep would help. If the bus driver heard the beep, 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 Jimmy Jaguar honked the horn on the jeep. The bus was still coming. Jimmy Jaguar's hand was getting tired, but he jammed on the horn button with all his might. Beep, 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 beep. In the bus, the children all heard the beeps. That's Jimmy Jaguar in his jeep, they said. He's beeping again. Yes, the bus driver said, that's Jimmy Jaguar, but he never beeps his horn anymore. I wonder why he's doing it now. Maybe something's wrong, said one of the children. Maybe he's trying to warn us. Yes, the bus driver said. That might be. So I think I did better go very slowly. This is a dangerous corner. By then, the bus was almost to the corner and going very, very slowly. Beep, 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 went the horn on Jimmy Jaguar's jeep. Look, cried the children. A tree is down. The road is blocked. Now, I see why Jimmy Jaguar beeped his horn, the driver said. I am so glad that I slowed down. It would have been very dangerous without Jimmy Jaguar's warning. Jimmy Jaguar stopped beeping his horn. The bus had stopped. Jimmy Jaguar, the bus driver said, that was a good idea. You helped me to stay out of danger. I am glad, said Jimmy Jaguar. I hate to beep the horn, but it was the right thing to do, said. You used to beep all the time, didn't you? Jimmy Jaguar was just a little embarrassed as he said, yes, but I changed. That's how we knew something was wrong. Jimmy Jaguar never jams on his horn anymore. Just for an emergency, said Jimmy Jaguar. That's why jeeps have horns. Now, on your page of animal science on page 13, color the picture. On page 14, write big J on the yellow jelly beans. Write small j on the blue jelly beans. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.